Good morning, students. Today's topic in chemistry is electron configuration. So this is very important topic. Concentrate yourself. We are going to start. The way in which the electrons are distributed among the various energy levels or shells is called the electron configuration. Each energy level can accommodate a definite number of the electrons. The first energy level can hold a maximum of the 2 electrons. The second energy level can hold a maximum of the 8 electrons. The third energy level can hold a maximum of 18 electrons. The fourth energy level can hold a maximum of 32 electrons. And now I'm giving you a simple formula to find how many electrons can be accommodated in each shell. The formula is 2n square, where n stands for number of shell. So if we are going to find the number of the electrons in the first shell, we will place 1 in place of n. So 2 into 1 square will be equal to 2. In second shell, 2 into 2 square, because 2 will be placed in place of n, because we are going to find the number of the electrons in this second shell. So 2 into 2 square will be equal to 8. If we are going to find the number of the electrons in the third shell, we will place 3 in place of n. So 2 into 3 square will be equal to 18. So 18 will be the maximum number of the electrons that can be accommodated in the third shell. The energy level must be filled in order of increasing energy. The first level is filled first before going to the second level and subsequent higher levels. Here is an example. The proton number of the sulfur is 16. An atom of the sulfur has 16 electrons. Because in this statement we can see this is electrically neutral atom. So if the proton number is 16, 16 will be protons, 16 will be electrons in the sulfur. So an atom of sulfur has 16 electrons. 2 electrons are placed in the first energy level. 8 electrons are placed in the second energy shell. So 2 plus 8, 10, 6 will be left. So 6 electrons are placed in the third energy shell. The electronic configuration for sulfur is therefore 2, 8, 6. Figure shows the electron arrangement of the sulfur atom is, here is the nucleus. So you have to place 3 shells now, because electronic configuration is 2, 8, 6. And from here we can see 2 electrons will be placed in the first shell. 8 will be placed in the second shell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 6 electrons will be placed in the third shell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the method to sketch. And other example is here. The proton number of the calcium is 20. So from here we can see number of the electrons will be 20. 2 electrons are placed in the first energy shell. 8 electrons are placed in the second energy shell. 8 electrons are placed in the third energy shell. So 2 plus 8 will be equal to 18, and 2 electrons are placed in the fourth energy shell. So electron configuration for the calcium is 2882. And here is the figure shows the electron configuration of the calcium. So we are going to draw four shells. 1, 2, 3, and 4. According to configuration of the calcium, 2 electrons will be placed in the first shell, 8 in the second, 8 in the third, and 2 will be placed in the fourth shell. Table shows the electron configuration for the first 20 elements in the periodic table. So this is actually practice for you people, because in paper 1 of the chemistry, normally you are required to draw the electronic configuration of an element which is given in the paper. So hydrogen, proton number is 1, electronic configuration is 1. Helium, proton number is 2, electronic configuration is 2. Lithium, proton number is 3, electron configuration is 2, 1. Beryllium, proton number is 4, electron configuration is 2, 2. Boron, proton number is 5, electron configuration is 2, 3. So up to so on. So practice it. This is very important question. This normally comes in the paper 1 of the chemistry. The outermost shell is the highest energy level that is occupied with electrons. This is again very important question. This normally comes in the paper 1, MCQ's paper. The outermost shell is the highest energy level that is occupied with electrons. Electrons in the outermost shell are called valence electrons. This is another very important tip regarding your MCQ's paper. In periodic table, elements are arranged according to certain patterns. Elements are arranged in the same horizontal row. Horizontal row is called a period, have the same number of the occupied electron shells. So this is again very important tip for you people. In the same horizontal row, that is also called period. All the elements having the same number of the occupied electron shells. Elements that are arranged in vertical rows. Vertical rows are called a group. Have the same number of the valence electrons. There are total 8 groups. So every point is very vital for you people as far as papers are concerned. So vertical rows are called groups, horizontal rows are called periods. In every period, all the elements are having the same number of the electron shells. In vertical rows, in every vertical row, that is also called a group. In each group, all the elements which are placed in the same group having the same number of the valence electrons, and there are 8 groups in total. Table shows the electron configuration of some elements from group 1, 7, and 0. So this is electron configuration is given. When the outermost shell is completely filled, the atom would have achieved a stable noble gas configuration. And other very important question, another very important tip. All noble gas atoms have a completely filled outermost shell containing 8 electrons except for helium with 2 electrons. So these are all very important lines for you people. Atoms of the other elements also try to achieve a noble gas configuration by forming chemical bonds with other atoms. The types of the chemical bonds formed between atoms are: number 1, ionic or electrovalent bond. Second, covalent bond. Third, metallic bonds. Here is a question. Use the information from the table above to answer the following questions. Which of these elements have 4 filled electron shells? So V, because proton number is 19, it means 19 electrons will be there. So 2, 8, 8 and 1 will be the electron configuration. So the element V is having 4 filled electron shells. Second requirement is which of these elements have a complete outer shell. So we can see R and U, because R is having proton number 10, so electron configuration will be 2, 8. So outer shell is completely filled. And U, 18. Electron configuration will be 2, 8, 8. So outermost shell is completely filled. So this is the answer of B part. C part. Which of these elements have 5 valence electrons? So this is P and T. Because P's proton number is 7, electron configuration will be 2, 5. So outermost shell is having 5 electrons. These are called valence electrons. And T is having 15 proton number. So electron configuration will be 2, 8 and 5. So outermost shell is having 5 valence electrons. So P and T is the answer of third part. Last part is which of these elements belong to group 6 of the periodic table? So the answer is Q, because Q's proton number is 8. Electron configuration will be 2, 6. And because we know that in a group every element will have the same number of the valence electrons as the number of the group. So valence electrons are 6 for Q. So that is actually belonging to group 6 of the periodic table. So this was the lecture. Read it again very carefully. Make your notes. Thank you so much.